Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time seeing one of my videos, my name is Anna and I'm so glad that you're here. To wrap up this series, you guys get a merch haul of all that I got at Disney. And if you haven't seen the vlog series yet, you have all permission to go watch those before you watch this video. And because of this series, there's quite a few more faces here. So hey guys, how are you? Like I said in my intro, my name is Anna. As you guys can tell by my channel, I'm just a Disney lover at heart. I grew up going to Disney much less than my husband's family did, who went like every other year, but I did go like 2 or 3 times as a kid. Always loved the magical Disney feeling. I'll give this and then we'll get into the merch haul. When my husband and I first started dating, it was during COVID times. So people weren't actually in restaurants eating. So we would go to Zach. We would park in their parking lot and we would watch Disney Food Blog, DFB. My love of Disney came back. I was just like, oh my gosh, I love Disney so much. My mom and my brother, we went to Disney in 2020. Then my husband and I, you guys have seen him in the vlogs. His name is Daniel. Together in 2024. And then in 2025, we went a couple times. And then here we are in 2026. We have already had 1 trip so far. I'm trying to convince him 3 more trips. Realistically, maybe only 2, but if I can squeeze in that 3rd weekend trip, we totally will. I'll post also some normal lifestyle content. I love to thrift. I'm a book girly, so any book recommendation you guys have, send them my way. Anyway, that is a little bit about me for all the new faces that are here. If we have not met yet, please go follow me on Instagram. My handle is at Anna G. Rodriguez. Please DM me and I would love to meet you guys. Okay, now for the video that you've actually clicked on. We'll start off with clothing first. First item, I found this at Character Warehouse. It is the Mickey baseball jersey. I think it's so cute. And it was really hot the day that we did first go down, and I actually wore this to Disney Springs. Perfect, with some denim shorts. I had a cute little black tennis skirt. Everything is embroidered with the little patchwork. Also the sleeve detailing, super cute with Mickey's signature. And then on this one, you have the classic M that spells out Mickey. And then on the back, 28 for the representation of 1928 of Mickey's founding year. This was found at the Character Warehouse for $29.99. Typically not something I would go for, but when I saw it, I was like, oh, this would be really cute and I pair it with my black Mickey ears, just the plain classic black ears. Also from the Character Warehouse, we got this adorable Winnie the Pooh, the most magical time of year Christmas tee. Literally so cute. Clearly, I have a theme of like navy going on, and you guys will see in the next few. Blue has just been like my theme recently. But this was so cute. When we actually went to Disney back in November, I found this shirt and I loved it so much. But I was like, you know what? No, I have other Christmas merch. I won't get this. But then when I found it at the Character Warehouse for $7.99, I was like, yeah, that's too good of a deal. You need to come home with me. So we got it. Pooh Bear is one of my favorite characters. So grab this one. So Daniel and I decided, since it was my birthday, I can get a couple birthday splurges. And so this is one of the splurges I chose. It's so beautiful. I love the font that's in this white sparkly. And then of course the shadows in that beautiful blue color. Little Minnie with her bouquet of flowers and just looking absolutely fabulous, strolling around Paris. I mean, come on, how adorable is that? And then the front also has the Eiffel Tower. It says France Epcot World Showcase, and then again, a cute little Minnie in her little outfit is so adorable. So this was one of my favorite items. Of course, very expensive. We did buy this in Epcot in the France Pavilion. So it was a whopping $79.99. Crazy for a piece of clothing, but you're at Disney. So, I mean, there's like worst things I could spend my money on. Prized possession I have right here. All right, last item we got at the Character Warehouse is this Disneyland Paris super cozy, I guess like a sweatshirt blanket thing. I don't know. It's so long on me. It's actually big on me, and this is a size small, which is typically what I would wear. So it's definitely oversized. It is well loved, you guys. Like I wore this when we got back. We had quite a few more cold spells when we got back. I have worn this thing nonstop when it's been so cold outside, and it's just so cozy. It has the cute little, I call this like a kangaroo pouch. I'm sure there's a better name for it, but the little pocket here that goes all the way through like a sweatshirt has that. It does have a hood with Mickey ears. Like how freaking adorable is that? And then on the back, you have Mickey in the Eiffel Tower and he's telling us bonjour. Funny enough, when Daniel and I went to Epcot the first time, just our solo time, it was February 23rd, I believe, is when we went. It was frigid in the parks that day. It was so cold. And they were selling these in the France Pavilion for, I believe, around like $80, $85. Something along those lines, maybe 70, but it was a lot of money. And I was like, oh my gosh, that would be perfect for today because it's like freezing. This would be so great. But I already had like warm clothes. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to spend that much money on this. And that's when I eyed the Spirit jersey. Didn't buy it yet. I was going to think about it. So I saw this for like, again, it was like $70 to $80. It was quite expensive. Towards the end of our trip, we go to Carriage Warehouse one more time. And we found this. $15, you guys. $15. Mind you, like 3 days before, we saw it in the parks for like $70 to $80. 3 days later, this was in the Carriage Warehouse for $15. I paid $14.99 for this. Crazy, am I right? And it's well loved. I have like cooked and cleaned in this, and it needs to be like deep washed, not gonna lie to you guys. So this thing is well loved. It's so cozy. Honestly, and the ears are so cute. When I'm just having a bad day and I just want to be in Disney, I just put this on and I put my hood on and I just melt away and I just pretend I'm at Disney, and it makes things a little bit better. So yeah, love this. This is probably one of my favorite items that I did get, and I use it and wear it so much. So definitely worth $15. Can't say if it was worth like 80. Moving on to accessories. I thought about more than this, but looking at it, the total like quickly added up. So I'm like, I guess this is all we got. I wanted a bag charm so bad. And I'm a Pluto girly. So I got the Pluto bag charm, his cute little nameplate and his dog dish. I love him so much. We got him in the World of Disney, and when I saw him, I literally picked him up and I was like, I'm not leaving the store until I get him. And Daniel just looked at me and I was like, yes, we're getting him. And now he sits on my desk at work, and he's so cute and I love him so much. Probably my favorite item that we got. I feel like I said that about everything, but definitely one of my favorites. He is adorable. So we got Pluto, little bag charm. I went into the trip knowing I wanted to get a few pair of ears, and I really didn't know which ones I wanted other than the Tinkerbell. That was like my main one I was going for. I have been a fan of Tinkerbell since 2008 when all of her movies came out, and to this day, I'll still watch every single one of those movies, and I love every single one of them. I explain all this in my packing video if you guys watched that. I did Disney Bound as Tink when we went to Magic Kingdom this time around, so I needed the ears to complete the outfit so you kind of could get the gist of like who I was, and we found them. They are literally so stunning. I love them. I'm typically not a sequin ear girly. That's just me. I just really don't like the sequins too much, but when I saw these, it just fits so perfect. I feel like it would be too dull and not Tink if they weren't sparkly. So I'm so glad that they are, and I do really love them. And then her wings and the cute little pom-pom, like that's adorable. I love this so much. These are actually one of the most comfortable ears I have worn at Disney. Ears normally don't bother me too much, but these are the most comfortable. Like I kept forgetting I had these on. So good news, these are super comfortable. They were like all over the property back in February. However, we did find these at Animal Kingdom. I was kind of surprised they had those there. We were in Animal Kingdom. That was our first park that we went to, and everything was dropping there. All like the girly merch dropped, and this is the first time I found these, and I was obsessed. I had the picture of the other ones, and if I find the ones online what I was talking about, I'll pop those up here. But I really liked these a lot better. So first, I love like the iridescent pink of the ears. Of course, the little pearl detail is so sweet and so darling. And I just screamed. I literally was like, I need these, and I'm not leaving until I have this as well. So I convinced Daniel this was part of my other splurge, and I wore these quite a lot that trip. My only warning when buying these ears, I took a good probably 10 to 15 minutes to inspect each ear to make sure the quality was the what I was paying for. And I ended up with these. I don't regret it by any means. There are a lot of little strings that I had to cut, and I even have one here I need to cut. And then some of the pearls come loose so quickly. So I actually had to repair one of these already and had to glue it back with some fabric glue. So if you do get these or anything that have like any embellishments that are added on or sewn on, definitely go in, and I highly recommend adding a little bit of fabric glue just to intact them a little bit more. I believe the fabric glue I used was Gorilla Glue fabric glue. I also had the popcorn ears. I'm gonna do this too. I believe these were $35.99. If I'm paying that much for a pair of ears, I want my embellishments to last. And that is just a little trick I recommend on doing. The next items we have are pins, and I actually did a DIY for a pin board for us here at home. So I'm gonna show you guys that and then point out the ones that we did get. This is our DIY pin board that we made, and I love it. We went to a garage sale and we picked up this frame for $1, and it already had an insert in it of like a foam backing, but it ended up not sticking too much. So I just replaced it with cardboard. Long term, I will end up doing like a cork board or something along those lines. But for right now, I just did cardboard because that's what I had. And then we put all our pins on it. A lot of the pins that you guys are seeing on this board that we already had previously and just displayed them here, but I will go through the ones, all the new ones that we got this trip. For all of the like extreme pin people, yes, I have the different waves different on my board. That's probably gonna bother some people. So I'm gonna run through what we got this trip. We already had this one from November, and my husband really liked the castle collection, so we're trying to just complete all the waves of the castle. So we were able to get all of these other ones. We rope dropped Star Tours when we were at Hollywood Studios, and this is where we found the Brother Bear castle. We found the Tiana bus. We found the Star Wars bubble wand. We found Judy. I believe like one of these other castles we found there as well. Cast member was amazing, so nice, so kind, gave him a cast compliment. And so he was like, hey, these are all like the new wave. It's only cast member exclusive. We just revamped the board. Like, you guys totally trade for what you want. And he was so sweet, and there was no one in line. And so he was like, just, you guys trade as many as you want. We did buy some traders at the Character Warehouse, and those are in our trader bin. Honestly, nothing too exciting. We did trade for a few pins, but again, nothing too excited, just all traders, just to switch out things. Every trip we go on, we do buy a pin just to commemorate our trip and just to have a memory. So we did buy this one. It says, my happy place is with you. And it's so cute. My husband bought it for me, and it's just so sweet. So we got this one is the only one that we purchased this trip. And then we did purchase 2 mystery packs. My bonus video for this series, I did post my mystery pin pack video on that one. So you can go watch that video after this one as well. And we pulled the Donald bubble wand. And then we pulled 3 other traders that we personally aren't going for in those waves of collection. So we're just gonna do those as traders. But these are all of our personal ones that we're keeping and or working towards currently. That is the wrap of our Disney trip. It was an incredible trip. I loved the week with my husband and I, and it was so sweet going with his family as well and just exploring the park with them. It was my first time with them going to Disney, so that was super exciting for all of us to be together. I think we have also shared with them their love of Disney again, and may have turned his sister into a Disney adult, which I'm so thankful for, but it truly was a great trip. Again, to all the new faces that found me because of this Disney series, thank you so much for being here. Go DM me on Instagram so we can officially meet, and all of those who have been here since the very beginning. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being here. If you made it to the end of this video, comment down below the little fairy emoji because of Tink. Don't forget to like and subscribe to follow along with our Disney trips, as well as some lifestyle content I have filmed for you guys. I'll be posting very shortly. You guys are amazing, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you real soon. Let's get it on, we gotta go and stand strong. Oh, it looks like